Oh my goodness, we're just walking up on the queue right now, guys. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be amazing. Yo, what's up, my fam? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Yo, what's up, what's up? Oh my goodness. What's up? This is so cool. Guys, it is an hour before it starts and the queue is already absolutely ridiculous. Oh, it's just amazing. Oh no! Look who's here! Say hi, Jace! So
hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's the big day, the day we've all been waiting for. It's finally happened. We thought it would never happen, but it has happened. Unbelievable. It's the Ingham meet and greet, Tea Party 2.0, whatever you would like to call it. It actually happened, and I, for one, cannot be thrilled enough to cover this because we've all been through so many meet and greets in the past, and this is their first for 3 years. So let's cover it from top to toe, from foot to mouth. The words on the face of it are insane. Just say the phrase out loud. A child groomer holds a secret tea party with children in a doll shop. Just say those words. Does it sound as insane as it sounds? Basically, it does, doesn't it? Ask your friends, tell your friends, and see what they say, because I assure you that sounds insane. How insane is it? Did I mention that it was insane? I think I might have done once or twice. So when the Ingham family began arrangements to host their tea party, which was promised to be of epic proportions, they could never have imagined the level of interest. They were inundated, right? Don't forget, you had to purchase a Mila Reborn doll for a minimum of £299 in order to have the privilege of indeed buying a ticket for a further £25. I, for one, cannot believe there wouldn't be thousands upon thousands of interested parties. It's a huge deal, a massive, massive bargain to be had, you know, and you get to meet the world famous Ingham family, world famous, world travelled. So on the day of Sunday, 26th of March, just gone, 10 lost souls wandered through the bubblegum pink dolly shop doors in York, and it was 10. That is it. 10 people plus they all got to take a plus one, so 10 plus 1, well, plus 1, 20 people in total, right? Ignore me. A far cry from the hundreds who arrived on a pre-pandemic spring weekend just 3 short years ago. Furthermore, the days of thousands cramming into the Trafford Centre seem but a distant memory. Chris Ingham, though, would prefer to look on the bright side and described it as the best time of my YouTube life. We believe you, Chris. We believe you. Who wouldn't love the attention? Mind you, if he's looking for attention, a few he can give more attention to than the rest. It's more scary, in actual fact. And it's in a secret broom cupboard somewhere in the scary shortle shop. So, anything could have happened, let's face it. So, in contrast to the many meet and greets in the past, this one seemed to pass by quite with very little fanfare at all, because these idiots wanted to try and keep it as anonymous as possible. They didn't want people turning up. They didn't want people spreading where it's going to be and locations, and certain people may have released information in the past, and they didn't want that to happen again. I can completely get on board with that. So well done, Chris and Sarah. You managed to keep it quiet. The problem with that, though, came with the lack of promotion of this event and the Mila dolls. I mean, there was less money, wasn't there? There was less tickets sold. 10 tickets were sold, which at £25 a pop equates to just £250. So if you divvy it up, £250, and take away the amount that you spent on the goodie bags, which you promised would be worth more than the £25. The problem I have with that is, firstly, how many badges does £25 cover? iFam merch badges. Even I've got one of those. I'm a hardcore iFam. So, does that cover, though, the two? Because you're paying £25 and you're getting a freebie coming with you. Does the £25 cover 2 goodie bags, or is it just one you have to share between the two of you? How does it work? Because I'm seeing some holes in your stories here. You said that you will make nothing on these goodie bags, but some might cost more than others. So, on the morning of the tea party to end all tea parties, the epicest tea party, the humblest man on YouTube told us all just how humble he was. Don't forget, they are the most humble family on YouTube. They've told us this. Chris Ingham let everyone know just the standard of humble that we've come to expect from the most humble family on YouTube. Chris, awaking early with all the excitement and the giddiness of meeting all those teen fans that have been dying to get his whatever that is they want from him. Chris posted on his Instagram stories a screenshot with the following caption: "You know it's gonna be a super Sunday when you swipe down your notifications and see this." And it's, as you can see, it's a screenshot of all his notifications, which are largely money oriented. So payments going into his account, some going out. There's PayPal payments. There's 50 odd orders for baby shit and me, right? All this is bad enough. And then you come to the bank. He's got money going into his bank, and he's not afraid to show it off. That's right. An amount of £9,292.04 was paid in. A little bit suspect. It was paid in on a Sunday. It could have been from AdSense, possibly, depending on the bank that he's with. But more notably, there was a payment, possibly a transfer of £25,000. Now, it looks unlikely to be a transfer because it says it's from an account, whereas the other one says it was paid into his account, which is a huge difference there in terminology. So you've got the payment from, which is more likely to be something to do with his own banking system, or him, something related to him, transferred from another account or something like that. So it's not quite as, look at me, I've got money, as he might think, because people are not stupid, right, Chris? We're not your fans, maybe, but people who watch it, we're not stupid, no. But in truth, it matters not where the money came from. It really doesn't. The fact is, on the morning of a meet and greet in which fans have paid a minimum of £324, and some fans have travelled from as far afield as Northern Ireland. I've even seen one that was coming from like Southampton or something. And on that morning, where these fans are spending in what is to them a fortune, to you it might be peanuts, but to them it's a fortune, and you chose to that morning to brag about how much money you have. All those fans travelled all that distance, spending all that money, and all Chris was bothered about was showing off his wealth. Sorry, showing off the wealth that those same fans afforded him. Classy stuff, Chris. Absolute classiness. And no, it's not what you think. This isn't a section dedicated to the Inghams exploiting the IFAM. That has been covered to death. This, I'll tell you what this is. So over the years, many IFAM have supported the Ingham family through thick and thin, in fact. Granted, there's not quite so many IFAM these days. However, the one noticeable thing is the now average fan has gone from this to this. However, with that comes a very more problematic issue, more so than just Chris having an aging IFAM peck him on the cheek. Was that one of the original IFAM from a few years ago? They used to be a teen and now they've grown up with you, Chris? Could be. That might explain it. We now have a group of adult IFAM who, despite certain vulnerabilities, are clearly partaking in the exploitation of the Ingham children as well as their parents are. We see it every single day when the Inghams upload a vlog. Adult IFAM gush over the kids and how wonderful the family are, etc., etc. However, what happens when those same adult IFAM gather in a doll shop to meet those children whom they see as their own? So if you've seen, and I know many of you probably have, the many pictures that are floating about of poor little Mila, who looks miserable as sin in those photos. She did not enjoy that day, clearly. Not one single photo she had a smile on her face, not one. And in some pictures she even looked like she was crying. So now you have a clearly upset baby, which was so obvious you couldn't miss it. I'm sure everybody there saw it because, you know, you're fans. You're looking at the kids. That's what you're there for, to meet the children and everything, right? You also have a bunch of adults who have travelled for miles just to meet Mila Ingham, right? And all the other kids, but specifically Mila, because it's a Mila Reborn meet and greet. These adult IFAM are so devoted, in fact, they have even bought their own lifelike Mila Reborn doll. That is how devoted they are to that particular child. They love her. They adore her. At least that's what they claim, anyway. So you would think when they see the star of the show, Mila Ingham, looking in distress, they might stop and think, hang on a second, this isn't right. What is going on here? What are we doing? Did they? No. What they did do was they whipped their cameras out and continued the exploitation of Mila and the other kids, who some clearly were not enjoying it either, for their own selfish reasons. Now IFAM, tell me, is that love? Do you love these children that you watch every day and you think, oh, what a wonderful family and how amazing they are, and Jace did this and Mila did that, and I'm so proud of them and everything like that. But when you see them in distress, all you are bothered about is whether or not you can have a picture taken. Look at this picture. See this picture of this lady with Mila. There's Chris in the background, you can see. But she has cropped Chris's head off. You can't see Chris. She doesn't want a picture with Chris. She wanted a picture with Mila. Now Mila is, to all intents and purposes, a random baby or toddler. Random. She is just off a family that happens to be on YouTube. This isn't a celebrity thing. This isn't like, oh my god, you know, you wouldn't even do that if it was a celebrity baby. Can you even imagine that? If you were watching a TV show and they had a baby, quite often, by the way, and this is another issue with family vlogging, quite often, in fact most times, if there's a film or a TV show with a baby in it, it's played by twins, right? And the reason is because they can't have one baby performing for extended periods of time. They're not allowed. I'm just saying, it's, you know, crazy, right? But they're not allowed to. So would you go up to a baby that performs in a TV show and say, can I have my picture taken with that baby? The mother comes up to you and says, on your bike, F off. It's my baby, my child, leave her alone, right? In this world, IFAM world, that's perfectly acceptable, right? Perfectly acceptable. This one, the same lady, posted this picture of Jace and captioned it, and get this, "I'm sorry I couldn't come to your birthday, Jace." In what world would it be acceptable to even request or ask or suggest that you would want to go to a 4-year-old's birthday party of somebody that you don't know, of a random child that you don't know? That is ridiculous in the extreme. Absolutely ridiculous. These IFAM sat there or stood there in a circle with their phones out, taking pictures of the children who were not enjoying themselves. Some sat on the floor there to get a better angle at these children that they wanted. And the only reason is because they wanted pictures of these children for themselves. And I'm not suggesting anything untoward, but that is not loving that child that they claim to do as a fan. That is just, they want a picture. Doesn't matter if that child's not enjoying it. I want a picture with that child. It's wrong on every single level. And finally, the one and only, the undisputed Queen of Scary Dollies, Victoria the Horse Shortle. Obviously, Shortle, Vicky, had to be there. She was the host, the event organizer, if you will, and co-presenter of said event. So Vicky, in case you hadn't got the message so far, is famed specifically for her collaboration with the Ingham family and the exploitation of their kids. Many ask, how can she be okay partnering with a man like Chris Ingham? You know, knowing what everybody knows about him. And also about Sarah Ingham, who is not exactly the mother of the year. Well, the truth is that Victoria Shortle is in fact as bad, if not worse, than the Inghams are. So it's no wonder that she doesn't mind partnering with these individuals. Vicky will literally do anything. She'd sell a kidney if she could to make a bit of money, right? She doesn't mind selling a 2-week-old baby in the form of a reborn doll. She really, really doesn't mind. So next time you think about why she would, you know, there are worse people in the world than Chris and Sarah, and it comes in the form of the horse. Okay, sorry, it does. But it seems that Vicky also has designs on becoming famous too, possibly. She wants to be an influencer, I think, because on some of the captions on some of her Instagram stories, she put things like, meeting our fans, meeting the fans. It was lovely to meet the fans. They're not your fans, Vicky. If anything, they're the Inghams fans, but you don't have fans. You are a shop owner and part-time event organizer. You don't have fans, you have customers, right? Customers, get it? Okay, very good. But it might also tie into the fact that it looks like Vicky might be trying to, I don't know, take the Inghams' lead a little bit in the fact that she's trying to expose her own daughter to said fame without saying too much. I think you know what I mean, Vicky. Okay, we both get it. However, what was not okay, and I haven't seen too many people talk about it, if any, is that Victoria brought out her own 7-year-old daughter into this meet and greet to be gawked at and taken photos of by random strangers. So again, next time you think, why is she partnering with the Inghams? This is why. She doesn't care. She really doesn't care. Her 7-year-old is a commodity, and yeah, she is for sale at any price, isn't it? Isn't that right? You know, you love selling children, and this is another one that's your own this time. But anyway, yeah, that's sick as well, to be honest. I'm sorry, but it's not right. But there you go. Vicky. You know, their views on exploitation is pretty similar, right? But is that where the similarities end with these two? No, hell no. The Inghams love a good old holiday. In case you'd missed that, they do. They love a good old holiday. They go away every chance they can possibly get. I'd say every half term, but they don't go to school, so every day is a half term to them. But they go away as much as humanly possible, as we may have noticed. Vicky, on the other hand, isn't so much a holiday taker, more a holiday letter. Isn't that right, Vixen Vicky? Tell me then, have you even offered your besties, the best friends, the most amazing, wonderful friends you could ever wish to collab with, have you ever even offered them to stay at one of your 2 holiday properties? Interesting. I would have thought, given that their love for holidaying and your love for making money out of people holidaying would just, you know, it would intertwine somehow, and you would meet a common ground and you'd let out your place for them. I've never seen that happen. So, is it possibly that you might be a little bit worried about the state of repair that they would leave it in once they arrive and they bugger off? You know, I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're the messiest people. I'm just saying that they have issues. So, as another meet and greet comes to a close, the Ingham family wind down and reflect on a job well done. Okay, so I may not have any direct quotes, but let's just surmise this between us. The Inghams brought out 5 children who have not socialised with a single non-Ingham person since January. And it definitely showed. Mila in particular was not in the mood for having strangers gawk over her and fawn over her, and yet these strangers who claimed to love her also took advantage for their own selfish gain. Another issue is their dog Prinny, who was farmed off to Chris's parents for the best part of the last 3 months or so, and many months before that. You know, they still haven't got the dog back is basically the point. They say that they couldn't get the dog because it's that Jane and Steve are now sick. They had intended to come over this weekend and now they're sick and they can't, but that doesn't explain why they haven't been able to in the past couple of weeks. Reason is they couldn't be bothered. Okay, any dog lover would not want to go a minute more than they have to without their beloved pet, but no. So, unable or unwilling to collect her. However, in the last meet and greet, they launched a lifelike Prinny doll for all their fans to purchase. Now, they're telling those same fans that they can't be bothered going to collect their so-called lovely pet that they love so much, right? Sarah Ingham. Is she or isn't she pregnant? That is the question so many are speculating about. Well, the event certainly did show a side to Sarah which presented in a certain way, could suggest she is indeed with child. All I'll say is the tea cozy dress. Finally, we have Vicky Shortall and her determination to bring her parents' legacy to its knees with the collaboration and exploitation of a group of children plus her own daughter. Seriously, where the hell would we be without the Inghams to entertain us with their ways? Yeah, there we go. That pretty much covers everything that went on over the weekend. So I'm gonna say it sounds lovely. It does. It sounds really, really lovely. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Chris and Sarah, I know you're watching too. Please thumbs it up as well. And Victoria, I'm calling you Victoria. I'm being nice. Victoria, please give this video a thumbs up because I know that you'll love me. Now, everybody else, thank you so much. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and comment everything you want to comment down below. Also, there is an article that I've written which accompanies this video, so please click that in the description or the pinned comment below. Finally, just a very quick reminder that you only have a few days left till the 31st of March to purchase my book. That's linked in the description as well. Until next time, everybody have a lovely day, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Take care and bye bye.